Alright you guys, so for today's video, you are going to need your Cricut Smart Vinyl. You'll also need some acrylic paints of your choice. I just chose this kind of ivory and white color to mix together. You'll also, of course, need your banner, and I have here my Coco's Chalky paint and a paper plate to mix the chalk powder and paint together. And then I also have here my sizer transfer tape. And the star of today's show is my Cricut roller holder. So I won't be using the mat. I will be placing the vinyl in the roll holder and cutting from there. Alright, so jumping into Cricut Design Space. Basically what I'm going to do is just get the lettering together for the banner. So I'm going to go ahead and open a brand new project. And the first thing I'm going to add is a heart, because that is going to go on one of the panels of the banner. So, just basically went to shapes, selected the heart, and I'm just resizing it according to what it needs to be on the banner panel. So be sure to measure your panels to know what size letters or shapes that you need for your banner. And so that's basically what I'm doing here. I'm not using any special font, just changing it to fit, I guess, the vibe or the aesthetic that I wanted to have on the banner. And yeah, so basically that's what you'll see me doing here. And then when we cut it, it's like normal. Only difference is we're cutting without a mat and we are using smart vinyl. So really nothing extra fancy or special to see here, but I have it here for you guys to see the process I went through. So that's all we're doing here. Alright, so one thing I will mention, when cutting without the mat, you want to make sure that you set your material size properly. So I just use the dimensions on the box of the vinyl, but definitely double check to make sure you do that. And yeah, basically all I'm doing here is just spacing out the letters before we load up our Cricut machine. When I go to browse all materials, I will be selecting the Smart Vinyl Removable because that's what it was. And now we're going to load up our machine. Alright you guys, so I am just loading our machine here with the Smart Vinyl in the roll holder. And it was very simple, easy to connect to the machine. It's actually a little groove on the bottom of it that slides into the groove on the Cricut Maker machine. So it worked out perfectly. And basically I just fed in a little bit of the vinyl, and then the machine took off and did the rest. So this is going to begin cutting out, and then once it finishes cutting out, I'll actually, obviously you'll see me weed it and then also transfer it onto the banner. So I sped this part up for you guys because who wants to sit here and look at this for 20 minutes? Because it took 20 minutes to do all of that. So I sped it up for you. So hopefully in 2 minutes, you'll get the gist of everything that happened. Alright you guys, so once I have all the letters onto the banner, now what I'm going to do is take my paint and mix it with my Coco's Chalky paint mix to kind of give it a chalk-like texture. And so basically that's all I'm going to do here. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of each color into my paper plate and then add in the chalk paint and stir it until it's smooth. And once it's smooth, I'll begin painting over my stencils, which is what they are now, on the banner and letting it dry, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the final result. Alright, you guys, so I'm just doing a couple more layers here, and then I'm gonna let it dry. It took about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, if that, to dry. Using acrylic paint, it dries super fast, so I just let it sat for a little bit, and after I let it sat, I peeled all of the vinyl off of the banner, and we ended up with our very end result. And this is what it looked like. I think it came out really good. The twill itself came with the banner, so that worked out perfectly. And I just basically, stringed it through the holes at the top of each panel, and voila, this is our banner. So if you liked today's video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week in my next video. Bye.